Good morning, y'all. How's
Good
it
morning.
going?
Hello.
Welcome to YAP.
Welcome to YAP. Hi, Charlotte. How are you going?
Good. How are you now?
Yeah, I'm good. Got a bit of the sniffles, but y'all know.
Yeah, a bit cold. I've been having a cough for about 4 weeks now, so
What?
it's real fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's no good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Finally.
annoying.
Yeah.
Is it like do you know what it is? Is it just a cough?
No, everyone I know has had the same thing, and it
Yeah.
just goes on and on. So I don't know. Change of seasons, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
What, the 4 weeks is so annoying, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good. Happy to be on YAP for the first
I
time.
know. That's so
go.
exciting.
Yeah.
I was on last week and it was like really, really fun. So get to talk for half an hour.
Yeah. Was it you and Abdel?
Yes.
Nice.
And Carter somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
that
yeah.
was really funny.
Yeah.
Not Carter. Abdel getting roasted the whole time. Inside YAP, outside
Typical
YAP.
day.
It's just like
Yeah.
the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as usual. Yeah, pretty
yeah.
much.
For the people who don't know you, Charlotte, can you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, so I'm Charlotte. I was hired as a copywriter at Tez, came on in August. And then in January, Stan was like, hey, we're starting this newsletter and you're in charge of it. And I was like, cool. When am I going to do that? So yeah, I actually said, do you know that most places would have like a full-time person doing a newsletter like this, like a daily newsletter? And he was like, oh yeah, I know. Like, we'll figure it out. Yeah. So now I'm in charge of the newsletter. And then I also head up the copywriting
The
department.
whole team. You do so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. It keeps it interesting.
Oh,
It's never
totally.
boring.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully grow the team more, eh?
Yeah, totally. That's the plan.
That's
Perfect.
Charlotte, y'all.
Yeah.
Do you want to kick us off with your funny story of the week?
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if it's actually funny, but this week, so we've been talking, like we're always trying to figure out how to make the newsletter better. And so it means every week I'm always thinking about like what's working, what's not working. And I've been noticing that our weekly or our weekend newsletter that we were putting out on Saturday, it was going to people who had referred someone to the newsletter.
Oh.
And it was like a recap of the things that we do here
Over
at
the week.
Taz. So like our highest performing posts, our best videos and things like that.
Oh, cool.
But the group that was getting that hasn't really grown. And although it seems like people who were getting that email enjoyed it, it was only going to about 100 people and it was taking us quite a few hours to produce.
Yeah.
And so I brought it up to our internal meeting, like, hey, what ideas do we have to like utilize this newsletter better?
Yeah.
And long story short, now we're just doing another like regular newsletter for Saturday as well.
What the heck?
So yeah, that's what happens when you try to improve things.
Yeah.
Abdel and
You get more work.
Sophie all get more work to do now.
Lovely.
So, yeah,
Oh
that's
my
life at
gosh.
Taz.
Yeah.
So
That's usually the case, eh?
yeah, I did know that was going to happen when I brought it up, but yeah.
Shouldn't have brought it up.
I know, yeah, I should have just kept my mouth shut for a few more weeks.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah, so now Abdel's like, great, I have to do like more graphics, and so he gets
Oh,
to
man.
write 3
Oh,
more
man.
articles.
He should be thankful that he has a job.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's true. You were just an unpaid intern like a
month
month
ago.
ago.
The high
Be
of getting a new
grateful.
job is gone and over now. So now it's just like, all right, it's still a job.
I think we should take his pay away and just make him an
Okay, here
intern
we go.
again.
Yeah.
It's not much already. Let me.
Yeah, Abdel finally got like a full pay, so
yes.
he's riding
How was
high.
that?
That's good.
Yeah.
I bought headphones.
Like
$99 headphones. No,
Oh.
I mean they're I don't know.
$99.
What's expensive? $99
Yeah.
and they're noise canceling and they go like for like 50 some hours battery
That's
life.
crazy. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm about to buy 2 more outfits and like I'm gonna be a new man. I'm gonna have like
Are you like rolling in cash or
obnoxious-
something? Like, are you
Yeah.
just getting paid more?
I wish I lived with my parents. I would have so much more money
I
to
did.
spend on clothes and headphones.
You also have children though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
everything goes
they're
to
really
them.
expensive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
None of my money goes to me.
You have
It
to
all
feed
goes to-
them. You have to clothe them.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
the other day, the day I got my paycheck, I don't know. I've always wanted to do this. I went to I drove in I think that day, and then I went home. But on the way home, I stopped by the local mall to hit up the ATM and just pull out
you
as much cash
actually?
as possible. Just and the limit was 2,000, and I was like, okay, let me just like feel what that's like, and I put it in my pocket and then returned it the next
It's
morning.
giving child that's never had pay
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Are you okay?
Yes.
I'm thinking
Have
of
you
that-
had money before?
You guys are way too young, but there used to be this Disney Channel movie that was called Blank Check, and it was like a kid that gets like all this money and he turns his house into a water park. That's what it makes me think of. It's like an 8-year-old who gets $1 million.
That's crazy.
And he goes crazy.
That's
Close enough.
Abdel would do that.
Yeah.
House and water park.
But no, I think I'll get used to it. It's just, first month. I'm excited. I'm hyped.
Maybe save some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
I don't know about
Great
that.
idea.
I don't know about this month. But
How are
maybe
you going to make it to next month?
Nah, I'm still like living with my parents. Like, I'm chilling. But I do need to save and move out ASAP. They're kicking me out like as we speak. So
What?
no, like in a joking way. Like, but they keep joking about it more and more. So I don't know if it's a joke.
It's getting to be not a joke. Now.
Yeah,
It's actually
yeah.
You have a car.
serious.
Yeah,
They're like, you got a full-time job now.
Yeah.
Like, support yourself.
yeah. I'll just live out my car. Just
Yeah,
park out right outside.
You've got a nice car. Just live in your car.
Yeah. Well, it's breaking down. The passenger door doesn't open. It's fucking embarrassing.
That is embarrassing, Abdel.
Yeah. Anyways.
Just be better, mate.
Save some money and then you can buy a new car.
Yeah, for sure.
Great idea.
And then you can live in it.
Yeah.
Just buy a caravan.
Oh, we can buy you a box. If you really want to.
For sure. Anyways, enough about my financial struggles.
But we love talking
More
about it.
roasting of Dell as usual.
Oh, it's so funny. He's not even on camera.
Yeah.
Crack up.
How sad. Somebody says new hosts. Yes, 2 new hosts for this Friday. We're gonna have new hosts every Friday. Not new hosts, just hosts other than Stan and Journey.
Yeah.
To be on the lookout. I might even be on next Friday.
Woohoo.
So yeah.
Stop hiding behind the computer over there.
Stop being an anonymous keyboard warrior. Like
He was on last week.
yeah. But I was wearing like a white button up. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We want to
Okay.
talk about last week's outfit.
Do we want to jump right into the newsletter?
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Do we want to go shower or girl era first?
What do you want?
I say shower head because
Oh, I got the other one pulled up.
okay, we
Wait,
can do the
give
other
me a
one.
minute.
Let's do the girl era.
Do you want to talk through it?
Yeah, I can just like explain what it is. So, yeah, we've had like girl math, girl dinner, girl boss for the last like couple of years, and it's gone kind of all over the place. But now the trend is changing to more like celebrating mature women, like natural aging, trying to get away from the unrealistic standards of like stay girls forever, like no one can ever be allowed to look older than 22, and yeah. So that's kind of what we're seeing, and brands are starting to shift the way that they're representing their brand and kind of bringing in some different aged people in their campaigns, and even like the makeup trends going more natural versus also like older ladies letting their gray hair grow out rather than coloring their hair.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, I think it's really interesting. Actually, I think it's time for a bit of a shift.
Is it more targeted towards like older women, or is it just like becoming more your authentic self?
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like I've seen that rather than the older woman thing.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You're right. Yeah, I think it's not so much like, oh, let's only have like older women in our campaigns, but more just like whatever stage you're in.
Totally.
Like beauty doesn't just mean that you're in your early 20s and like kind of the unrealistic standards, I guess, but more just like pared back and more natural beauty, which is really 100%. Cool.
And I think it starts with bigger brands doing those things, because I think if we have photoshopped young ladies, I think we have these unrealistic expectations and everything like that. I mean, it's good that we have 2 ladies on, because Abdel's obviously not going to flip and understand.
This is not my expertise. I was reading the article yesterday and it was like Chinese to me. I couldn't get anything. Yeah. What is motherly era? What is girl era? What is
I think like what it talks about in the article is how there has been so much research coming out about girls and you know, how much they're impacted by social media and seeing all these unrealistic images and like kind of being told you should look like this is really hard for even like teens. You know, now they're going on TikTok and watching like what products they should be using, anti-aging products and things like that. It's like it's gone too far, I think.
It's really created this unhealthy cycle, right? Because I feel like the teenagers these days are all self-absorbed and like need to look a certain way, which also causes like depression and
Yeah.
body self-image and everything like that. And I think it's so unhealthy. Like I've seen a bunch of like these youth girls I take care of like in that sphere, and it's just really heartbreaking, right?
Yeah, you just want to tell them like you don't have to be any one type of way.
Exactly.
Like, it is really hard because they're getting influenced by all the social media and then their peers are all on there. And so it's just this vicious cycle.
I know. And I think like if brands can stop that, but also like influencers.
Yeah.
I think influencers have like a massive part of that, right? And I think if they're portraying be your authentic self, you don't need makeup and you don't need all these things on your body to make you look young, you know, then I think that will really help the cycle.
Yeah.
I don't think it will fully go away because social media is just like blasting the stuff at you all the time. So
well, you see, like I've seen a couple of creators recently being like, this is what I look like without the filter. This is what I look like with it on. But I'm like, but you're still using the filter?
Exactly.
So you're kind of sending a mixed message of like, oh, you shouldn't care how you look. Social media is fake, but I'm not going to stop portraying this like fake image of myself.
Yeah.
It's,
I also think it's like, it's kind of how things have always been. Like when things get to like one extreme, they tend to like swing the other way right away.
True.
It's always like a pendulum with this kind of thing. So it's like, like let's say peak 2016, 2018, it was like lots of makeup, lots of surgery, lots of
yeah, totally.
and then now it's swinging back to like no makeup, just like moisturize for once, like
Just moisturize once.
Yeah.
That's good. Skincare is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's actually like taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like doing something positive for you rather than doing it like for someone else.
Yeah.
Totally.
And what you're portraying to the world. It's more like making yourself feel like you've taken care of yourself.
I feel like it's more like from like a self-love angle rather than like I'm doing this so like the guys can look at me a bit longer type.
I think it's like a fine line though, like where's the self-love and then like what do other people think of me, you know, like where's the line, because other people might perceive it differently. You know, I might put on a little bit of makeup because I like it, but other people go, oh my gosh, she's so insecure, you know, when I'm not.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's where's the line.
Yeah, I think it's more like how you feel within yourself. Like no one can really
tell.
You can't say it for anyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
There was some really interesting stats in this. I just wanted to have a look at them, especially about like young girls. I'll just see if I can find it.
Is it on the article?
Oh, yeah. So like all the studies talking about girls facing sadness, hopelessness, anxiety at double the rates of boys. That's crazy.
I feel like because girls more express themselves rather than guys. I think guys do feel those things, but like they won't say it, right? I think if we're going to stats as well, like guys have like the highest rate of suicide. So I think like girls will express themselves, which is I guess a good thing.
Maybe girls, like because of they tend to do more like bullying on social media and things, whereas boys probably just internalize more.
Do you internalize your problems?
So much.
Oh,
so much.
Just stuff them down.
Yeah.
Hashtag save Abdel.
They just come out on my birthday.
They come out on your birthday.
Yeah, of course.
That's
once a year, and then you shove them back down again.
That's the one time he cries.
It's my annual pass.
He literally said earlier this morning, he's like, guys, I don't cry.
Yeah.
I don't cry either, though.
See? We're strong women.
I can't remember the last time that I like really cried. I know that's not great.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's not a bad thing, though.
It's not because I'm like, I have no feelings. I'm just not an expressive person.
Oh.
Fair. No, that's fair.
You probably express in different ways.
Even that.
Maybe.
I go into a hole
Yeah.
and you can't get me out for days.
Yeah.
No, but I think...
my dark cave.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of like a wholesome, like almost even like beautiful thing that like girls are like so much more vulnerable than guys on social media. Because I feel like the second one is like opening up or like kind of pours their heart out, like a ton of girls immediately resonate with it. Like
it depends on what though, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes that happens and then sometimes people go, ooh.
Yeah, but I think it's more than often it's the former. So
Yeah,
like
true.
the second something happens, the second you see like a girl genuinely like go over her issues or something, a lot of girls would like relate to that.
Yeah.
Where I feel like as guys, like if somebody opens up, it's like the comments are like boo, haha, lll. I don't know.
They're like, why are you posting this online?
Yeah,
Mm,
take it to your therapist, kind of thing.
yeah. Yeah. I do see like women supporting other women online, and then like men not supporting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this might be like real deep for YAP, but
No,
I feel like, yeah, in general, girls are kind of socialized
Yeah.
to portray that like everything's fine.
Yeah.
And so then when you say that everything's not fine, then it makes people really uncomfortable because they're like, you're supposed to
Be
like,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
because girls are socialized to be the nurturers of other people
Yeah.
and to be kind of like the manager of feelings in the
totally.
family and stuff.
Yep.
100%.
And so, yeah, I've seen quite a lot of negativity around like when women come out and say like, hey, I'm really struggling.
Yeah.
And then especially men are like, suck it up and stop complaining, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that,
Yep.
yeah, I see so much of that, to
Totally.
be honest.
These men, man.
These men.
So interesting. Yeah, Abdel.
It's just
Yeah.
Abdel.
Why are you like that?
Sorry, I'm number one culprit. But also even like is it does the girl era finally being over make you feel better as a mother?
Wait, can you say that?
Do you have
whole
daughters?
Again?
Yeah, I have
You have daughters. So is this like a right step in the right direction?
Mm,
Or would you rather
know.
have been like how it was like 6-7 years ago where it was like
Mm.
heavy focus on makeup, heavy
yeah,
focus on
okay.
like
Probably not.
yeah.
Yeah, this is probably better. I think the reason I hesitate is because I wonder if it's going to be short-lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think time will tell because my girls
Yeah.
are still young enough that they're not on social media or
Yeah.
anything. So
Yep.
then I'm
Thank
like,
goodness.
in 5 years, who
Yeah.
knows
It's
what
gonna be
Totally.
back to how
what's
it
going to
was.
be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair,
So-
that's fair.
Yeah,
fair.
totally. I also think it's like a culture thing, right? Like Kiwis are always like a little bit more laid back.
Yeah.
Especially in like that department. Whereas like I grew up with a very strong South African mother. And if you don't wear makeup and shoes and all that kind of stuff to the supermarket, it's like really, there's negativity. And I go out of the house without makeup and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But that's just,
Yeah,
that's just a
totally.
culture thing.
Yeah, well, I grew up
So-
in the South in the U.S., and
Yeah.
that's a very formal, more
Exactly.
like the way that you present yourself is really important.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like it would be considered not appropriate to like not dress up for your
Exactly.
work.
Yeah.
To wear like a ponytail and no makeup. That
Yeah.
would be not professional.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so yeah, even coming here has been a culture shock to me to
Yeah.
like. Not that I don't care anymore, but to just let go of that a little bit,
Yeah.
the expectation,
Which is kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can turn up as ourselves and whatever that looks like, right?
yeah.
I don't know. My dad still scolds me for going to the supermarket in sweats.
Yeah,
It's
same.
just-
But
Yeah.
live, laugh, love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an immigrant thing.
I think it's generational too, though.
Yeah.
Like so much has changed in the last like 15 years. And
Yeah.
then especially after COVID, I feel like my standards really dropped as far as what was acceptable to wear outside the house. Because
Yeah.
you just like
Totally.
stayed home for so long
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, it's
You're like, how do I
fine."
dress up?
Yeah.
What is
yeah.
work attire?
Well, like I work from home 4 days a week. And when I go pick up my daughter from school,
Yeah.
she said to me recently, like, you don't dress like the other moms. And I was like, because they're coming from work.
Yeah.
I've
Savage.
just been at home all day. So I
Yeah.
was like, fine, should I stop wearing like leggings and a sweatshirt? I'm like, but I'm at home.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah.
my
She's
gosh.
like, Mom, put on some nice pants. I'm like, why?
Oh.
I do that once a week when I come into the office.
She'll get it one day when she wants to wear sweatpants.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh
Kids-
my goodness.
Harsh, man.
They are, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, they get harsh as teenagers too. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally remember being
Yeah.
mean to
Oh.
my mom when I was a teenager.
Do we want to move on to the shower head?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you
Okay.
want to introduce that one?
You can totally do it.
I need to pull it up.
Oh.
Do you?
I
have
can
it ready?
introduce it.
Oh,
All right,
go for it.
So-
Abdel.
A $100 65 shower head in this economy is wild. So, luxury shower head brand Jolie grew to $30 million in 3 years. Their strategy was to make their audience aware of how dirty their local water supply is. Then they introduced a shower head filter that solved that problem. Now I'm a big believer in this. I would be like their biggest customer ever because I believe tap water, sink water is disgusting. So how do we feel about tap
You didn't
water
say
here?
this last week.
Yeah, I'm still running with the narrative.
106. I mean, to be honest, I come from like the architecture industry. My previous job was like looking at high end products and architecture stuff. And that's just normal, like having products that are that expensive. Like we just renovated our house and I think our toilet roll holder was like $400.
Yeah.
But that's just the norm.
Yeah, when we built our house, it was the same. Like our kitchen tap was like at least $500 or $600, if not more.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I think the point of like the price is that if you already had a shower head that you thought worked perfectly fine, would you replace it? Like, is this a luxury item?
Yeah.
And how do you get people to care about something that normally you don't really think about at all?
Yeah. So what exactly? So you said it makes the water cleaner?
Yeah, it just
So
filters the water.
So what they did on their website is they would have you put in your zip code, and then it would show you a breakdown of all the chemicals that were in your local water supply. So then you're
That's
like, oh, that's
hectic.
disgusting. And then that's how they sold it to you. Like your hair and skin is getting all these nasty things every time you take a shower.
Yeah.
You need this thing to filter it out.
Yeah.
And then people are going, I didn't know I needed this, but now I can't unsee that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a New Zealand product?
No.
No.
Oh,
To
okay.
States, I think.
Because aren't we like pretty good with our water?
Allegedly.
I know. I wanted to go on their site and I was like, but I'm sure they don't do New Zealand. It's probably only US water supply. But it made me, it's the type of thing where once you think about that topic, then
You can't unsee
you can't
it. And
stop thinking about it. And then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what is in my water?
Yeah,
like washing my hands
totally.
with it every day and, like brush your teeth with it.
yeah, we just got a water purifier at home, so it's fine. Like that filtrates all our water. So I don't think I need $160.
Just your drinking water or like
No,
the
all
everything?
of it. Yeah, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Need
You
that,
put it
need
like
that,
on
need
the
that.
Yeah.
water tank or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, why would you just do your shower head if that's like what you're drinking and then the other taps like in the house?
I was just thinking that the shower head doesn't really solve your whole problem. Maybe you should just filter
Exactly.
all your water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to the source of the problem.
Fair. I think, this is also like the classic tale of like create the problem and sell the solution kind of thing.
Totally.
So like ever since I read the article, I've been thinking about like I'm paranoid now about having like showers. Oh, should I shower for too long? Should I avoid the water while I'm in the shower, kind of thing?
Avoid the water while you're in the
Yeah.
shower.
It is
That
really
makes
I don't
sense.
know. It just creates this like paranoia. I
Yeah,
think.
totally. It's super smart marketing because they're just making you aware of something that you would have never thought of
Yeah.
otherwise. And then they're
Yeah.
like, here, we can help you
Yeah,
buy this
totally.
shower head.
I just don't think New Zealand water's too bad.
Doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
I'm
Depends
sorry.
on where you live.
Yeah, it does. Like, because out south, because are you guys running on tanks?
No, we do have like city water supply.
Oh, okay. Because I know, like, I've had a couple friends that live out there and their tank water's pretty good.
Yeah, if like we live in a development, so
Yeah.
we are hooked up to the regular water.
Yeah.
But people that live out, like my in-laws live
Yeah.
not in a development and they just have tank water and you just put a bunch of filters on it.
Exactly. I feel like that water also tastes nice. So I could be wrong.
Yeah, you can get filters that get rid of the yucky taste.
Yeah.
Like UV filters.
Exactly.
And then other ones that make it taste nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Abdel should move south. That's
You're already in South, aren't you?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, he's already.
where are you?
No, I'm west. I'm west. I'm west.
Are you lying?
I'm west. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
But
How did you say yeah to that?
I thought I'd save it, but I don't know. My fault.
You're so funny.
Yeah. I think is it. I'm trying to find out, but I don't know if it is. But fear is like one of the strongest emotions ever. I think it's like one of the top 3 or top 5 strongest emotions. So yeah, it just the fact that it instills it in you. It just like it sticks with you for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think like what the article says is if you've got a product, you can either market it as a solution to a problem or as a preventative thing. So, oh, this bad thing might happen. So it doesn't happen. Here you go. Here's this solution for you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then you can tap into that fear of like,
Yeah.
or the anxiety of, oh, this thing might happen to me, so I better like all the supplements and stuff like that can be an example of that. Like,
I would like to know the stats and stuff like that, because do people actually react to that? Because if I heard something like that, I'm like, oh, it's whatever. But Abdel's like freaking out.
I mean, do you have a phone case?
Yeah.
So,
But like, I actually dropped my phone. It's not.
Yeah.
My
You know
phone
what I mean?
case is so cracked. It's
But
just
it's
coming
like-
off in pieces now. Every time I drop my phone, a piece comes off.
I drop my phone so much, it's unbelievable. At least once a day, my phone goes onto the concrete.
Okay, fair. Maybe just don't be clumsy. I don't know.
I can't stop. Like,
You know what else this made me think of, though? You know, like the fact that they put in you have to put in your zip code.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, you know, if you go and you're like browsing for, I don't know, clothes or makeup or whatever, and then you have to put in, or they have a quiz or something, like find out what shade is best for you, or like we'll put together an outfit for you after you answer this quiz. Like, I'm such a sucker for that kind of thing. And it made me think like just the personalized nature of it also is a really good hook in for people, because
totally.
it's
You just
like,
put your information in.
yeah, and it makes you feel like it's actually relevant to you versus
Exactly.
something just like a generic product.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's really effective for me. If there's or like even if you follow someone like on Instagram who is a stylist, and then they're like, download my style guide, like I don't know, anything like that that makes me feel like, oh, I'm going to learn something about myself. Then I think it's really smart.
I'm in the community kind of thing. Like, that's what you're talking about, right? You're part of something.
More like is personalized to you.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever
Okay.
their product is.
I got it.
Yeah, like
Sorry.
if they've got some like a variety of products, and then you figure out which one suits you by taking a quiz or something like that. There's just something about the personalized nature of it, and so the fact that you put in your zip code, it makes you feel like it's for you.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
It's like kind of why the BuzzFeed quizzes used to be so popular.
I
like-
still love them.
Which character are you? And like, it's just like, it's probably like 4 outcomes, but you want to know which one you are.
because we're obsessed with ourselves.
Yeah.
What's your Harry Potter house like?
I don't Harry Potter.
Oh.
What's yours? Are you a Harry Potter fan?
I've been watching them this week.
Yeah. What house do you identify
I
with?
don't know. I'd probably give Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Charlotte?
Oh.
Wolf,
I want to say Gryffindor, of course.
Yeah,
Is that the
Yeah,
evil one?
same. No.
Is that not Malfoy one?
No, that's
No,
Slytherin.
Oh, Malfoy.
Slytherin.
I've never watched a Harry Potter movie. I'm
No.
sorry.
Who
Bolo.
are you?
Don't tell Stan. You get fired.
Damn. I'm already looking shaky. Bolo asks what's your guys' favorite trend over the last couple of years?
Trend?
Trend? Like,
What type of,
in,
like...
yeah, what
Just in
kind?
general. Just
Oh
like
my word.
something that's been trending on social media that you like, oh, this is really cool.
Putting me on the spot, my brain. Do you have a trend? You literally look at trends all the time.
I get Abdel to do that for me.
Oh, okay. Abdel, what is your favorite trend?
Yeah, go Abdel.
I used to be a big fan of, this is so corny looking back now, but like when people used to do the ugly like glow ups, so like they'd like
Oh my
put a bunch of spots on their
gosh,
face and make
yeah.
themselves have like a unibrow and everything. And
That was
then
on Vine, wasn't it?
yeah, it was back
Yeah.
on Vine. Damn, I'm showing my age, huh?
Crazy.
I think, I don't know if this is really a trend, but I like how now social media, you don't have to be perfect anymore.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like you used to, like, people in their content would try to make sure that, like, their background is perfect and, like,
Yeah,
that they looked really
totally.
presentable.
Yeah.
And now I love the content where you can see, like, their house is really messy in the background or, like, they're just chilling on their
Yeah,
bed. Like, it just feels really
totally.
authentic.
Yeah.
And I know that's why they do it. But still, I think that
100%.
it's nice because then you feel like it's way more relatable and that nobody has their life together.
I've been like recently loving like the random pictures on your camera roll or the other random photos on your notes app. Like seeing what people actually have, which isn't like the real version they post on like Instagram and stuff, but like random pictures of what their like alarms look like. I did one of those the other day and people are like, that's such a mood when it's like all of the times it just like clicked, turned on.
They're like 5 minutes apart.
Yeah. So I wake up on time.
When does the first one go off?
6:10.
And then it's just every 5 minutes
Until like 20 to 7.
Damn, that's rough.
No,
I always make the
can't.
first one, but it's just like the anxiousness that
case.
I feel like I'd throw my phone at the wall by the third one.
When I was at university, my roommate used to be one of those people. And whenever she had an early class, it was like it would go off every 5 minutes, but she would never wake up for it.
What?
And so then I was just there going like, hello, are you going to wake up and turn that
That's
off?
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it drove me nuts.
Oh,
I can't. Once I'm awake, I'm awake. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm the same. It's just like if I do skip an alarm,
Yeah.
the safety.
Safety net. Yeah,
That's
you just
fair.
know, just in case.
Well, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing. Subscribe to the YAP newsletter whenever you can. Search YAP Podcast wherever you watch podcasts. Any final words?
Have a lovely day.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
Friday.
weekend.
Perfect. Thank you. See you next week.
See you
Have a
later.
good one. Bye.
Bye.